People always say to me, Jenny, I don't know how you do it. And they've been saying that for over 2 decades. But honestly, it started long before that. I come from a big family, 8 kids in total. I was a baby. By the time I was growing up, most of my siblings had already moved out. My imagination ran wild. I had big dreams. I was ambitious. But life made me grow up fast. My older parents came to the US as refugees. They didn't speak the language. They worked hard, carried trauma, and held tight to their deep cultural beliefs. I was the only one born in the US, raised between the two worlds. And while I lived in America, I was deeply rooted in their traditions and culture. I helped my mom care for my dad. That's where I first learned what it means to show up with quiet strength. And still, I was ambitious. I knew what I wanted. I graduated high school early. I got married at 21, planned my wedding in 3 months, worked full time, went to college full time, and built my dream business at night. Then I carried my son, Maddox, knowing he had 50-50 chance of survival. At 15 weeks, we were told the truth. He had a rare birth defect. I delivered him by C-section in Houston, far away from home. He lived for 19 days. 1 year later, I carried my daughter Milan with the same diagnosis. This time, she had fetal surgery at 26 weeks. I delivered her at 34 weeks, another C-section, another storm. 6 months in level 3 NICU. I weighed over 200 pounds, carrying grief and hope. And still, I showed up for work, for weddings, for life, for others. When we brought Milan home, I quit my full-time job and went all in on my bridal beauty business. I lost 60 pounds, started teaching at the makeup academy, ran 2 businesses, built a legacy. Then came my mom diagnosis dementia. I became her full-time caregiver while working, while teaching, while pouring into brides and students. She passed away in my home, and 2 days later, I was back doing bride's wedding. Not because I was okay, but because I was committed, because I knew who I was. In 2023, I was diagnosed with stage 2 breast cancer. I was 40 years old, and even then, I kept going with grace, with grit, and with faith. People look at my story and say, if I were you, I'll still be in bed. I'll be depressed. I'll be gone. But they see me show up. They see the love, the joy, the strength, and they say, Jenny, I don't know how you do it. You just inspired me. But honestly, I didn't even realize how much my story impacted people. I was just surviving, just walking in faith, just doing what I had to do. That's why I named the series, If I Can Do It, You Can Too. Not because my life is perfect, but because I never gave up on who I am. I stay grounded in my core values, faith, family, service, grit. I never let go of those, even when life tried to break me. So if you're in a hard season right now, don't forget who you are. Your values will carry you through the fire. And if I can do it, you can do it too.